Good grief. Why do they never go in for me? Hey music lovers, I'm back again. Yes, I'm back. Sorry about the break. It's been a while since I last recorded a video. Not to say that I haven't been buying vinyl by the bucket load, because I have. As ever, massive backlog. I'm starting to forget when I bought these blooming things. I think we're sort of right at the beginning of 2018 at the minute. Just stupid amounts of stuff. But then there might be a vinyl drought around the corner, so who knows? I just buy them up if I see them. Right. So is it a spectacular vinyl Wodge? I don't know. I picked these up. I've enjoyed listening to them. Some of them are great. Some of them aren't quite so great. But there we go. Right, so the first one I got is actually an upgrade. This is my second copy of this. I've got another copy of Magical Ring by Clannad. This was their breakthrough. Well, I suppose it was their breakthrough album, really. Excuse me. It's got the theme from Harry's Game, which was a theme tune to I think it was a Northern Irish political thriller, or a political thriller set in Northern Ireland back in the early 80s. I don't think I've ever seen the programme that was the theme to. But still a great record. Really great. I mean, typical early 80s fashion, not particularly fashionable band at any time, but made some fantastic music. Just a bog standard RCA, black RCA label. This is lovely music, really lovely. A lot of stuff sung in Gaelic, which is always nice to hear. New Grange is on this. Fairy Queen was a lovely track. I'm not going to pronounce any of the Gaelic titles just because I'll make a right pig's ear of it. But great album. Right, I also picked up, this I was really pleased to pick up because I've been hoping to find a copy of this. And really I've got to find another copy of it. The record is in great shape, but the cover, why did people write on album covers? I don't know. But somebody's written a message that's been crossed out. I don't know whether they fell out with the person. I can't read it. To Sugar, I think. I don't know. Can't read it. But I'm going to look out for it. I've got a decent copy of the vinyl, so. So this is Tanita Tikaram, Ancient Heart, her debut album from 1988. 30 years old this year. 30? Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Had a big hit single, Good Tradition, which was a UK top 10 hit. Twisting My Sobriety. But overall, it's quite a decent album. And what will surprise me about this is co-produced by Rod Argent. Didn't know that. Singer-songwriter. Where was she born? Was she born in... I'm not sure. I think she's German, Sri Lankan, maybe. I might be wrong about that. But really good stuff. And she's got a really lovely husky voice. And I do like her husky voice. Yes. Some really good songs on here. World Outside Your Window is a good track. Sighing Innocence, Cathedral Song. Really good stuff on that. Really enjoyed listening to that. So pleased to have a copy at last. Now, a lot of people are probably going to laugh at this next one. I've got to look out for another copy because this one skips on one track. Well, I'm trying to work on it, so maybe it'll be alright. But I picked up this. So this is Bruce Willis, Return of Bruno. You may remember from when I don't know other people who ever bothered watching my 7-inch videos, or anyway, I picked up a 12-inch a 7-inch rather of Under the Boardwalk, which just brings back a lot of memories for me from when it was released. So this is, I mean, fair play. This guy's got a limited vocal range. It's kind of gruff, not really any great shakes vocally, but the playing on here is amazing. Booker T is on here. Where is it? We got the. Hang on. I don't know if we've got any credits. I can see lead vocals and harmonica by Bruce Willis, but that's about it. But he does some really good songs. He's got Respect Yourself, which is a brilliant Staple Singer song, and he does it all right. I remember that being a hit. Secret Agent Man. James Bond is Back. It's a fun album. It's no great shakes, but it's a fun enough album. I certainly enjoyed playing it, and it's on the and unbelievably, I don't know. Maybe they thought they could make a buck, but it is on Motown. I couldn't believe that when I realised what label he was actually on. Yeah, fun album. There we go. This is the second album by this artist that I got, and it will be the final album. I'm not going to buy any more, but I picked up a Charlie Pride album. It's okay. I really am not going to ever pick up another one. It's kind of... he does a fairly decent version of Rhinestone Cowboy. He does... I mean, it does veer towards the mid-70s sort of sickly, sentimental, slushy side, schmaltzy side, I don't know, all those shuz side of Nashville. It's okay. It's no great shakes. I think I only got it for 50p, so I thought I'd try another album because I really enjoyed the other one I got. Not as good, but it's alright. But a country record that I am stoked I picked up is this one, which is The Last Ride by Hank Snow. This is terrific stuff. And what a I posted this on the Facebook page. What a beautiful cover that is. I absolutely love that cover. I don't know where... I mean, it's a weird perspective. You've got old Hank hovering in midair above a train going down the tracks. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, it's beautiful. And some great songs on here. Why Do You Punish Me for Loving You? Would You Mind? Blind Boy's Dog. One thing I've realised is all these RCA country records released on Pickwick. So it's manufactured by RCA for Pickwick. These budget ones, the American versions have 2 extra songs on them all. There's a whole slew of these, and I don't understand why 2 songs were missed off, because Blue RCA Camden label, because it's only got a run time of about 25 minutes, so I don't get that, but I'm still chuffed to have that one. Brilliant stuff. Right, into a couple of rock and roll. Well, should I do these ones first? Yeah, let's do these ones first, and I'll finish off with those. One artist that I really wasn't that bothered about finding out about was Neil Diamond, but I picked up a couple of his records just because I found them in really great shape, really cheap. And of course it's cheap. I'm a skinflint, so of course it's going to be cheap. So I picked up this one, which is Taproot manuscript on Uni, before he went to RCA, so I thought, right, I'm going to try that. And it's actually not a bad album. Crackling Rosie's on here. He's got a semi-decent version of He Ain't Heavy. But the B-side, I mean, I suppose it is ahead of its time, because on side 2, he tried to incorporate African music, and apparently this is the first time anybody from a Western pop background had tried to incorporate, to a large degree, African music. And I think he had a really big Suleiman was a big single, I think. So even though it begins and ends with children singing, which I'm not a particularly big fan of on records. I don't know. It just trying to think. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. It actually works surprisingly well on the Uni label. There we go. I really enjoyed it, I must say, and I will play that again. So that was good. And then I also picked up a copy of one of his biggest albums, double live album, Hot August Night. Got most of its hits on it. Actually knew more of these songs than I realised. And he's got a really laid back version of Girl You'll Be a Woman Soon, which I really liked actually. Really, it's a good performance. Really good performance. I haven't taken the price sticker off yet. Yeah, pound. Although I wouldn't have paid more than that for this, just because I didn't know. But I don't know whether I'd pick up any more. But I'm glad I got this one. Amazingly enough, number one in Australia for about 6,000 weeks apparently. Number one selling album of the 70s in Australia. Yeah, it's a good album. Right. Just finish off with a couple of rock and roll records. I'll do this one first. So this is Little Richard, the great ones. This is, and it's a shame this is on Music for Pleasure. Another Music for Pleasure budget album. There we go, the black and red MFP label. These aren't original versions. I think they're recorded in, most of them recorded in 64, except for one which is in 71. But they're great performances of classic tracks. I mean, to be honest, he was a brilliant showman. I think a lot of these are live tracks, but still in his prime. I mean, vocally, he's just absolutely brilliant vocalist, Little Richard. Fantastic stuff. And then to round off, picked up a compilation from Bill Haley and his Comets, Armchair Rock and Roll. So these are lesser known tracks on the whole, but everyone's a winner. They're great stuff. Recorded from 57 to 59 in glorious mono. So you got things like ROCK, what else was really good? Blue Comic Blues, Birth of the Boogie, Piccadilly Rock, which has got one of the worst attempts at a British accent ever. It makes Dick Van Dyke look like a native Cockney. It really does. Rockin' Rollin' Rover, Hook, Line and Sinker, really great stuff. I mean, a lot of it sounds the same. A lot of the songs sound the same, but when it sounds this good, who gives a right stuff, to be honest. It's great stuff. And when I was looking on, it's got great liner notes on the back, but when I was looking on the liner notes at the back, special thanks to the royalty at Southgate, London. Now, I grew up in Southgate in London, and this made me check the royalty. Now, as far as I knew, the only thing that's remarkable about Southgate in London is its tube station, which has got a listed status as an Art Deco building. It looks like a flying saucer, really, but it is a glorious tube station. It is beautiful, actually. And as far as I knew, that was basically, that's it, Southgate. nothing else about it. But there used to be a dance hall in Southgate called the Royalty. Now, apparently, this photograph was taken inside the Royalty. And apparently, in 1979, Bill Haley actually played on that stage. There used to be a rock and roll club. People like the Meteors used to play there. Apparently, Haircut 100 played there. I don't know why. Charlie Feathers played there. I mean, there's this history of rock and roll in my backyard in London that I had no idea existed. The Royalty is also famous for being featured in the film Quadrophenia. So this place was in the film Quadrophenia, and where, if you've seen the film, where Sting dives off a balcony into the crowd below, it was here. Rock and roll history, where I grew up. No idea. So there we go. Armchair Rock and Roll, Bill Haley in his comments. And it actually, so not only do records entertain, they educate as well. Brilliant stuff. Well, that's a quick dive through those. I think I've wrapped this up in just over a quarter of an hour. So probably people are going, yes, he's got a short video. Fantastic. So I will be back again soon because I've got a wodge of stuff here that I'm going to talk about soon. I've just got to listen to them first, all properly. So thanks very much for watching. I will try to get videos out a little bit more often. I've had a bit of a couple of weeks break, I think. I've only put one video out in the last 3 weeks. So I'll try and do some more and keep those happy people happy. So take it easy. Hope you all have some success rooting through wherever you're finding your vinyl. And I'll see you all again soon. Cheers, VC. Bye.